Hello, this is Goku for someone, and I'm back. This time to make my second video about the Disney buying LucasArts, and this is all about Episode 7. This is more of my ideas coming now that I've had time to contemplate and think about all the stuff and actually listen to podcasts. Now I have ideas. Now I know what I want, what I'm hoping for. And this is essentially what I hope they do with Episode 7. My ideas. Now, as much as it is a wish list of directors that I want, Joss Whedon being number one, like everybody else, because he's perfect, I think Steven Spielberg will be the director. He is a capable director. He's worked with Lucas a lot, and his track record as of late actually is much better than some people think. I was chatting with a friend, and he did several somewhat well received films, Lincoln, Warhorse, and Tintin. So yeah, that's who I think will direct. Now, let's get into the nitty-gritty. What should this movie be? Now, watching podcasts, I get the same thing. The EU, or the expanded universe, is going to die. It's going to be rebooted. It's not going to be canon anymore in any conceptual way. It's not main canon, but it is still canonical. It is still part of the lore, and most Star Wars fans actually state that as canon. Most of the ones I know, there are things in there that they will not let go, and so why reboot it? Why get rid of it? Well, the obvious reason is there's so much there that it would be hard to make a sequel. Well, it wouldn't. And here's why. 40 years have passed, essentially, in real life, and most likely the film will be. And that's exactly where it is now. But when 40 years have passed, things have changed. Getting into the swing of things with a new Jedi Order, with all these things established, you can tell a good story. As much as I would love to see the build of the Jedi Order and all that beautiful things, and they can definitely have flashbacks and kind of show how that stuff happened, there are books and there are stories that already tell this. It's going to be about Luke's heir, Luke's son or daughter. This is almost confirmed. Every indication is that it's about that. Luke most likely had a child. That child is most likely a Jedi, and that child is most likely strong in the Force. And it makes sense for this to continue the Skywalker family. The first one is about the father, the second one is about Luke, and the third one about the son. That makes perfect logical sense. Have Luke as a mentor character. And if you look at George Lucas's notes, that's kind of what he wanted going for. And as weird as it is, the current story is that. Now, the things that are, and this will have a little spoilers of the EU, so if you don't want to know that stuff, I don't know, but I'm going to explain a little bit about it. Currently, Jaina Solo is engaged and about to get married, and that would be a really weird position. So if they are planning on this, please don't have that in the film. Just write a book, have that. She'll be a character, and there will be questions of what has happened, but that's fine. Movies can take care of these questions. I mean, as time spans on, you'll get your answers. The first film shouldn't be about this, and I think in the first film, Jaina shouldn't even be there. It should be an adventure about Ben Skywalker, and introducing this character to an all-new audience, and actually having an adventure. Find a way to not actually have Jaina, and then you can't, and then you also don't have Han or Leia, so you don't have to deal with that in the first film. They can come in the sequel, where you have more time to develop that, and actually make the sequel about Jaina Solo. That is the main character. This trilogy should absolutely be Ben Skywalker's trilogy, but set up that character. Jaina Solo is going to have a child. Eventually, I'm guessing, because she is about to get married, so I'm guessing she'll have a child. And so the third trilogy might be about that child. About the grandchildren of Luke Skywalker. So that's always a possibility. Or it could be about Ben Skywalker's child. That's another possibility. Obviously, I'm getting ahead of myself because they're going to continue this, so what would they do? But that's kind of where I'm aiming it towards. Be about Ben's adventure and tell a story. Why is this important? Why is this era of Star Wars so important? Please give us that. Now, I don't think in the first film there should be Sith. I don't think in this trilogy there should be Sith. Sith have been around and they have been big parts, but I think they should do a new villain, something original. The Sith have been such a big, menacing threat. Give us something new. The Empire is pretty much no longer a threat. Where the books are now, the Empire does become a threat, as most of what I've read is Knights of the Republic and Legacy, which is 4,000 years in the past and 130 years in the future. So most of what I've read isn't much relevant, but this is a perfect time for us to link up the current with 130 years in the future, which is close to 100 years in the future. Kind of start filling in those gaps. Who is Cade Skywalker's grandfather? Was he a powerful Jedi? Was he part of the Order? He was certainly Force adept. We know that his entire line is. And it's just interesting. They have a lot to do. Would I love this film to be about Cade Skywalker? Absolutely. Will it? No, it will not. I think that would be awesome to just say, we're 140 years in the future, Luke is dead, here's a Force Luke, okay. But they're not going to do that. But now, the big elephant in the room. Do I want this to connect with the prequel trilogy? Do I even want that to be mentioned? Absolutely. That's important history. That stuff is canon, and there's no reason to not have it mentioned, not have it be relevant. So yes, those are essentially what I want, what I'm looking forward to. We're going to see what they do. I can't wait to hear. I have heard a rumor that Joss Whedon might write, and that is awesome. But it's not been confirmed. We don't know a confirmed writer yet. He can certainly write this. I highly doubt he'll direct it because he's doing the Avengers. But we'll see. We'll see everything that happens. I mean, hey, they might do some movie trading. We don't know. He might trade the Avengers for Star Wars because Disney might value that as a bigger property. We don't know at this time. So we'll definitely see what they do. And if he even wants to be involved in the new Star Wars film. And, hey, Steven Spielberg, not a really bad second choice. I mean, I don't want Christopher Nolan, I will say that. He's not right for this. Let him do something else. Let him go do Metal Gear Solid, okay? Yes, I want to see him go do Metal Gear Solid. Much better choice for that movie. Nolan can't do everything. Nolan cannot do every type of film. No director can. So let a director who can do this type of film. So yes, this was Goku for the Sim 1. Please tell me your comments are. Please tell me who you want to direct. Please tell me who you want the star to be. And please tell me who you want, what you want the story to be about. I would love to hear your thoughts. And if you want to make a video, absolutely. I'll watch several hour-long videos, so you can make the video as long as you want. I will watch it. You will have one view guaranteed. Just link it below. It will be accepted as a video response. See you next time, YouTube.